Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. I finally have a tier 10. Yes, it is the Leopard one, and this is my free-to-play account. Of course it is, because I basically have all tier 10s on my main account. I got pretty bored. You know, I've got everything. What more can I do on my main account unless a new line comes out? Basically nothing. So I have been working extremely hard on my free-to-play account. I've been playing it a lot more than my actual main account. Obviously the goal was to get the original goal was to see if I can get 60% win rate and 2000 average damage when I get to tier 10. Of course that was a little bit easy, you know. Now with the newbie matchmaking for the first sort of 5k battles, 60% is just too easy. And if you don't have 60% win rate on a reroll, then yeah, you need to kind of look at yourself and think maybe you're the issue, because now you're up against noobs, complete noobs of the game for the first few K battles at least. But I finally have a tier 10, and do you know what? I have just over 500 battles, nearly 600 battles on this this account now. I have 72% win rate, basically 2k average damage, so I think that's pretty acceptable. Average damage wise, I know I can get up, but it's, again, average damage is very hard to maintain when you are playing everything fully stock. Of course, I could, if I had upgraded tanks straight away, I think I could easily get 2.5k average, no problem whatsoever. Or if I was to straight up set this new account up and buy a premium tier 10, then yeah, 2.5k would be absolutely easy, because that's what everyone's doing. That is what everybody's doing. They're setting up reroll accounts, buying a tier 10, and then just farming win rate in the bot matchmaking, and they are farming average damage to sort of 3.5-4k average damage. It's not that hard now. It isn't that hard to do that now, but I don't want to spend money on this account. This account is purely a free-to-play account to see if I can maintain the win rate, to see if I can maintain the average damage when I am playing everything completely stock. Of course, I am able to save up the free XP that I earn, and I use that to get the modules. So there is some tanks like the RU251 for example, where I don't have to play that stock because I have enough free XP to get the top gun, and that's all I have been doing. Now I have not been taking advantage of the mad games, etc., to farm XP in the tanks. I haven't played any mad games. I haven't played any other special game mode to farm this. I mean, I should, because I would have a tier 10 a lot quicker than I did. Currently 500 games it took me to get tier 10. What I don't like about these game modes is the fact that you can farm XP. It's good for those players that wanna grind and they wanna get those the modules quite easily, but for new players, I don't think this is good. I don't think it's good, because you're getting new players that haven't played the game before, that don't know what to do. They're playing this mad games because they've seen it and think, oh, this looks interesting, this looks different. They're farming the modules, and then they're going into a game, in a tier 10 game, and they still don't know how to play the game. And it's not about the modules, it's about getting the next tier a lot quicker. I for one, I've been saying for ages that I don't think that they should have these stock guns, because it is a disadvantage to play to a team if they've got new players just riding around in a stock tank, whereas the enemy are fully upgraded. I would prefer not to have stock tanks, but to take, so say for example 250,000 XP to get the tier 10 tank. But before that, they've obviously got to get the Leopard, for example, the top gun, the top tracks. I would prefer them to automatically be unlocked, but yet it's going to take 400,000 XP to get the tier 10. So they actually have to play the tank longer. That's what I would prefer. That way there's no disadvantage to anyone. But of course it is the game. It's always been like that. That's the name of the game. You have to farm these, and obviously people are farming these in these special game modes. So I should be playing the special game modes a lot more than I am. And these modes are literally, I know they're fun, but nowadays people are only playing these modes to grind free XP, or to grind XP in their stock tanks. They're going to drive out in the Mad Games in a stock Leopard PTA, and by the time Mad Games is finished, they've got themselves a fully upgraded Leopard PTA, and they can go into random games fully upgraded. Now I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, and that is what I should do. But as I've said before, the only problem I have with these Mad Game modes and all that is these newer players are getting the next tier a lot quicker than they actually are. On top of the Mad Games, we're getting all these ×3s, ×5s, in the event ×10. Like, that's just making it even worse for new players, because there's literally 100, 200 battles they're going to have a tier 10, and Mad Games and anything like that doesn't teach you how to play the game, because you don't care. It doesn't go towards your stats, so why would you care how you play? People don't play Mad Games as you would in the normal mode. But anyway, back to me. Let's stop talking about other people. So I finally have the Leopard one. I'm still grinding the crew on it. I'm up to around, I've had about 40-50 battles on it now. As I have been grinding it, I've been playing it, I've been trying to get my average damage up. You see the last game that we've just had, a nice 6.1k damage. Unfortunately, it was only a first class. It wasn't supremacy. I didn't really do any spotting, so it was enough just for a first class. Now this one we're going to do round about the same. We've lost all of our hit points very early on, so we have to spend the rest of the game with only 471 hit points, but there is only 4 tanks left alive. So we're just going to farm this SU-122. We are able to get a bounce with the angle we're at. He does shoot the front plate, and now I know he's on a reload. His reload is roughly the same as mine. As we know, it's the highest DPM tank in the game, so I need to still be careful. I don't want to expose myself for too long. We see he did shoot there, so we're just going to poke up. We are looking around. It is a 4 versus 4, so we don't want to get shot, and we're just hiding now from this Kranwagen. There's the IS-7. You can see our map awareness. We are looking around to see what we're in danger for. And now just this Kranwagen is our biggest threat. And again, we do get a troll bounce from him, and we put him down to a 1 shot. Unfortunately, we can't get a shot off on him, but the AMX 1AR has gone to kill him. And now I just want to focus on this E3. I want to get behind him. He does shoot, so I am able to get behind him. Now, stupidly, I should have loaded up a HE into the rear, but we only loaded up an APCR. We kept that running. And again, he is turning, so we are able to get a shot before he turns. We do damage his ammo rack. He is tracked, and I think we are just about to take we do take him out. We do get shot from the IS-7. That leaves us only on 8 HP, but it's a 4 versus 1 at this point, and we are able to get one more shot into him before he dies. So that is my tier 10 in my first tier 10 on my free to play account. We are going to work this account much more than we usually do. I'm going to start a new grind. Actually, you guys picked this one to start off with, so I'm going to pick the next one. I'm actually going to go for the FV215B. I'm a British guy, and that for me is my favorite grind, the whole line to grind. So I'm going to go next with the FV215B. But for now, hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. With